Hello my dear friends, I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the E-2 visa, its maintenance, and how not to lose this status. At the end of the video, you'll be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your E-2 case. Let's go! Stanislav, you're always speaking about E-2 visa and how to get it, the criteria, but you never actually mention what happens after you actually got the visa and what are the steps you need to make in order to keep that visa and status valid. And this is a great question and you guys know it. I make content based on your questions because I do believe that I can bring you the most value only when you ask me something. If you ask me something, that means I didn't explain it properly, I didn't explain it at all, or maybe you need more information to understand this or that issue. I'm making this video to make sure that you understand that getting E-2 visa is not the end of the game. It's actually the beginning of the game. Definitely we're going to be discussing the criteria of marginality. So let's take a step back and remind ourselves, what is E-2 visa? E-2 visa is an investment visa for those of you who have the passport of the country that signed the treaty with the United States of America. And of course, the full list of the countries you can find out by just simply Googling the term of E-2 treaty countries. If you have the passport of the country that signed that treaty, then you have to have a business idea what exactly you're going to be doing here in the States. And here you have two options: a startup business or purchasing an existing business. And both of these options are valid. Third of all, you have to invest at least $100,000 in your startup idea or in the existing business. Last but not least, you have to prove to the US government that you made your money legally. So basically, show me how you made it, that you paid all the taxes, and that you used that money to invest in the US business. Once we have that, we file the petition with the US Embassy in your country. And you go to the interview, you explain your business plan, you tell the immigration officer how you made that money, how you're going to conduct the business, and things like that. And once you get your visa stamped in the passport, you may come to the States and start doing the business. We starting from this point, when you have your E-2 visa open, you have your business running. Now we have to bear in mind one very important factor, and that's the length of your status. And E-2 status, regardless which country you're coming from, is 2 years. Don't mix it up with the length of your E-2 visa, the stamp in your passport. That could be anywhere from 3 months up to 5 years. But regardless what's the length of the visa, once you cross the border with the US, you get the stamp for 2-year status, meaning that you cannot stay in the US for more than 2 years after this entry. Well, Stanislav, if my visa for 5 years and I get on a 2-year status, why do I get the 5 years visa? 5-year visa for E-2 is great because once you leave the country and come back in, you again get 2-year status. If you didn't travel for these first 2 years when you came to the US, but then you left and came back, you will get another 2 years. Stanislav, is it possible to extend my status without actually leaving the United States of America? What can be done? You can extend by filing the I-129 form with the USCIS and basically requesting the extension of your E-2 without leaving. Yes, it's possible. Sometimes we do this. I find this not very effective because if your visa is still valid, it's much easier to go on vacation to Mexico or Bahamas or Dominican Republic, just come back, and that's probably cheaper than filing the extension with USCIS while in the US because you have to pay the attorney, you maybe have to do the translations, the government fee, and things like that. We know how we can extend our E-2 status. Now, what exactly needs to be done in order to extend that status. And basically, we need to show that your business is bringing economic impact. Economic impact is very important because this is a part of marginality requirement for your business. Your business cannot be marginal. That actually means that if your business exists only to support yourself and your family without bringing any other positive effect for the economy, your E-2 status will not be extended. What are the factors of the economic impact? Well, first of all, how many employees you hired for your business. And 2 to 3 employees, I think, is a good approach, and anything above it is great. Providing some employment opportunities to Americans is very good for USCIS. Also, making profit in your business. Yes, the first 2 years, maybe the second 2 years, even up to 5 years, USCIS is going to be more loyal to you on this particular issue. However, going beyond that, you need to show that you make money, okay? And that the business makes money. Very important, making profit for the business is one of the metrics for the marginality. Last but not least, you have to pay yourself a salary because you come to the US to direct and control your business. Not just own it, not just to be a founder, but you have to actually work in a business. We can prove that you work there, okay? Because no one works for free, even the founders, in the minds of the immigration officers. So make sure you have a salary in the business for yourself, because otherwise we will not be able to prove that you actually work there. So these 3 things are very, very important. Keep in mind that you have to grow and scale your business in order to show that you bring that economic impact, in order to get extension. Stanislav, is it possible to change the nature of the business? Probably yes. I had experience with cases like that when we had to start doing a different business. The client had to do that, and we were successful to extend the visa. However, you have to explain what happened, why it happened, and what's the business plan for the future. Okay? To be honest with you, I don't like when it happens, but I understand that the reality can dictate different things. You'd rather hit a bullseye from the first shot. But if it didn't happen, yes, you'll be able to get the second shot. If you think about E-2 visa and you're like, I don't know if I can qualify for this visa, I'm not sure. Well, I have a free evaluation service for you. The way it's called, it's free, okay? You don't have to pay me a penny. What you need to do, you need to go down below this video and find a link that says free evaluation for business visa. You fill it out. And within 48 hours, I'll look at the form and come back to you with a free analysis, free first qualification, whether you have a case, whether there is a potential in the case, and what are the strong things, what are the weak things in your petition. And if I see the potential, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning. Make sure, guys, you smash the like button because you love the content that I do for you. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet. I release at least 2 videos a week to bring you the best content on YouTube for this kind of things. Also, I have an Instagram and TikTok. You have to follow me on those platforms because I post different content over there that's exclusive. So make sure you follow me on those. I am Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.